Welcome back to another episode of Driver Battles. We are here in the fastest road of the West, Willow Springs Raceway, and today we are doing Big Willow, the track that takes some guts. Speeds are gonna be fast, cars are gonna be awesome, and the contestants are gonna bring it. And with me today, I got probably the most legendary battle we could ever have on this show. We have Mike Burroughs and his E30 M3, and we have JC and his 190E Mercedes. That's right, let's throw it back to the German touring car days, British touring car days. This rivalry goes deep, and we have it here on the show today. I am so excited, I literally have goosebumps. Have you ever driven on NT01s before?
No, first time.
Okay.
Pretty impressed.
Oh, nice.
Consistent tire. I'm used to the tires that get greasy after 4 or 5 laps. This thing, it's consistent traction, start to finish.
Yep.
And dude, it's beautiful.
Nice.
I love it.
So you've had some early morning sessions.
Yeah.
Being a consistent tire, it allows you to dial in your own driving all day long.
Yes.
So you might get faster, it might pick up some more
Yeah,
time.
I hope.
Word on the street is you might have PB'd already this morning.
We got a number out there.
Okay, we got a number. Mike, have you ever driven on NT01s before?
Absolutely, NT01 is my go-to tire. I'm right at home right now. It's the tire I have all of my track experience on, so I love them. Car feels great.
Nice, nice. And I also heard you might have PB'd.
I'm going fast this morning. Fast for me, at least. Somebody else is going to watch and say, haha, nope. But I feel pretty good, so I'm having fun.
That's pretty awesome. Before I talk too much on these cars, I'm going to let the contestants do it for themselves. Mike, we're going to go with you. You brought an E30 M3 to this battle.
That I did.
You are pretty well known in the BMW circle.
Something like that, something like that.
I'd say BMW runs deep in your family.
Yeah, I'm definitely first and foremost a BMW guy, and acquiring an E30 M3 was definitely a bucket list car.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to have one that I can fearlessly come out here and thrash and beat up on and not worry too much if I go off, so.
So tell us a little bit about your E30 M3. It's kind of a halo unicorn car. It's become one. So
yeah,
attaining
absolutely.
one is kind of hard. So walk us through that story.
So this one is formerly a CCA club race car. I believe it was raced in D mod, which is essentially just a stripped out street car with, minor mods. It's nothing crazy. It's got big brakes and coilovers on it, but otherwise it's a stripped out M3. Since I've gotten the car, I've gone through and tried to, just do lots of service, lots of updating. The most recent change is a set of H&R Motorsport coilovers. So the car's driving really well on that. Under the hood is a 2.5 liter, so it's got the Euro Evo motor in it. It's making good power, it's got cams, some basic head work. It's a potent little 4-cylinders. And the best part about it is that because it's a race car, because it has been used as a race car since the 90s, it is beat up, it's beat to hell. It's exactly the type of car that should be out here, and I don't have to feel bad about it, so.
Awesome. Have you ever taken your E30 M3 to Big Willow before?
So this is my second time here. I've been to this track one time. I've got a decent bit of seat time in the car at this point, but Big Willow is only once prior. I had an off the first time here, so I've got some nerves, but I'm feeling good. We've already done a few laps so far today, and the car feels really good. I feel good. I'm excited to just keep going faster and faster.
Okay, and before I get into JC, because you have also a unicorn car on your end, why do you think your E30 M3 is going to beat his 190E?
Well, I mean, come on. It's the winningest touring car of all time.
Oh!
So we can let the record speak for itself. It's an M3, come on.
That's it.
That's all you got to say.
All right, JC, you have something that very few people will ever see on a US highway. I have yet to ever see one in that trim level. I've seen some 190Es around town, but they don't quite look like yours.
No, so this car originally came to the US 2 years only, 86, 87, but it's been in production 85 to about 1992 in Europe. So we only got 2 years of it. I think the car never sold well, so they killed it. So my car is a 85. It was a gray market import, and I'm the third owner. It's a 190E Cosworth 2.316, and I bought it to be a canyon carver and a track car, but there's no part support.
Yeah.
So I started making parts.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of the stuff in it is a lot of my stuff, a lot of guys from Germany. I deal with a lot of those guys there, guys in Japan. So it's a whole community. I work with the community We throw ideas out there. We make what we can here in the US, and if they need something, send it there or send it to Japan, wherever it needs to go.
Nice, so you are your own part support.
Yeah, this is it. If it breaks down, it's me and one other guy who recently moved to Virginia. He does all the wrench work on the car.
That's awesome.
Originally, the car was a garage queen. I took that car, did the basic maintenance, make it all sturdy so it's safe to drive around. Motor work, I did the full head, so double springs, new valves, port polish, intake runners, you name it. It still runs the factory CIS injection, so I'm still mechanical. And I'm trying to prove a point that they are reliable and you can use it on the racetrack.
Wow.
They're not crap. I mean, they're hard to deal with, but they're not crap. But it's using a computer from Dkubus in Australia called CIS. So that controls all the fuel injection stuff. Coilovers are done through ground control. And brakes is homebrew. It's a full Porsche setup. So
wow.
Porsche calipers, custom brackets, Mercedes rotors front and back. And that's pretty much it. It's still a street car that I put around to and from the track, and I beat it up every so often.
How long have you owned it?
11 years now.
11 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How many times have you taken it to Big Willow?
This is the second time Big Willow.
Wow. Okay. So second time for you?
Yep.
Second time for you. Awesome. So we got two extremely legendary cars. We got drivers that are getting faster and faster, and we're bringing it all to you. Today is going to be a very, very exciting battle. I can't wait. For those of you just watching driver battles for the first time, we've been doing this for a few years now. We run driver battles time attack style. These drivers have all day and the entire track to get as fast as they can. They are not racing head to head. We want these cars to go home safe. We want everybody to be safe. And so we give you the entire track, as long as you need it, to get as fast as you can. If you're interested in joining our next driver battles, hit the link below. We got it in the description. It's a landing page. You can sign up, name, address, phone number, and we'll have you on the show. Free set of tires are in it for you, and a free track day is in it for you. So what more could you want? And you get to brag to your friends about being on driver battles. So this rivalry, I'm sure we're gonna have YouTube trolls up the wazoo saying BMW is better, saying Mercedes is better, Cosworths is better, than M is better. This is gonna be exciting. We can't wait to bring it to you, so stay tuned. Day is done. You guys just had a full day at Big Willow, Willow Springs. The wind has kicked up and it is just horrendous right now, but we got some good sessions in. Before I reveal the times, which I'm rattling off in my head right now, JC, how do you think the car did?
Held its own. All I gotta say.
That doesn't sound too enthusiastic.
I really don't know where the times, with the wind and everything, the car was dancing all over the place.
Yeah.
So it was a challenge.
Yeah. Did you do faster than you normally do here? Did you go slower?
I started to go slower throughout the day.
Right, as it got hotter?
Yeah,
Got
as it got hotter in the wind.
Got it. Mike, It has the M Power behind you.
Yep, we
Are you
got
going
it.
to let down Mazda Germany?
Nope, I mean, they're both
German,
Germans,
yeah,
but
yeah. Right.
so no matter what, Germany wins. But no, I'm feeling good for Team BMW. The M3 did awesome all day long.
Yeah.
Really had no issues. It was just a matter of finding new comfort in the car with the new suspension setup, and it did great. I'm excited to hear how fast I went. I know what times I did on the solo. I'm excited to hear how JC did, and see which one takes the crown.
Yeah, let's see. I'm curious.
Okay, are you guys ready for the times? This is M3 versus 190E. Cosworth?
Cosworth. Yep.
Oh my gosh, so rare. All right, with a time of 1:46.7, JC.
Whoa!
That's a personal. That's a good time, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mike Burroughs, you said you know the solo 2 time.
Now I'm on the spot, huh? All right.
1:35.3.
Damn.
Ooh, that's even better than the solo said.
There
All
you
right,
go.
I'm stoked on that.
Winner goes to Mike Burroughs in the
Damn,
E30
good.
M3, 1:35.3.
You can't doubt God's chariot. Come on.
Why do you think you won? What was it?
It's all the BMW engineering. That's entirely it.
There
It's
you
just the
go.
car. It's you can't beat. It's because of the M stripes.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So.
The weight was about the same. The
Weight,
tires were the same.
Honestly, like I said, I think I've got a pretty good power advantage, so I'm sure that helped.
Yeah.
And just the car it's well set up. It's been raced before. Not much of what was on it when it was raced is still there, but it's a developed chassis. And as we discussed earlier, it is the winningest car in touring car history, so we got that going for it too.
God's chariot. Well, good job, Mike. You did well-deserved win today.
Thank you very much.
Today was a rough one for you. My heart goes out to you.
Hasn't been the smoothest day.
But you got the win, and that's pretty good. JC,
Awesome.
thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
That was an amazing car to see in person. I've never seen one on the highway, let alone on the track. And for you to even drive it with mechanical fuel injection and prove your point, I think you did. It's still pretty dang fast on the track.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It's pretty
quick.
And you're gonna drive it home.
Yeah, it's gonna make home.
That's awesome. All right, Mike and JC, you've had a whole entire day on the Nitto NT01s. JC, you were really stoked this morning on them. Tell us how they felt.
This is my first time using NT01s. From the start to finish, it's been consistent all day long. The grip is there. It never got warm on me. It never got greasy. And for a 100 wear tire, it's amazing. I mean, I'm used to stickier tires, but this one held really good.
Nice, nice. Mike, you're used to them?
Like I said before, NT01 never lets me down. I'm out here, I think 4 seconds faster than my personal best so far, so can't beat that. I mean, I suppose someday I will, but for this time, I'm happy with it. The tires did great.
Nice, nice, awesome. Again, if you guys are looking to track your car and get consistent, the NT01's the perfect fit for you, and it worked for these two. In fact, both of them went faster today on that tire. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next Driver Battles.